Gaza and Ukraine will show whether Trump is a true leader or just a bully.
Donald Trump looked like the last king of Scotland. To the skirl of bagpipes, the president welcomed Keir Starmer to one of his Scottish golfing palaces in his mother's ancestral homeland. The Prime Minister flew in Monday as a guest and a supplicant in a corner of his own United Kingdom. Starmer was a mere extra as Trump held court in a mind-bending news conference that rollicked through topics like his hatred of wind power, the window frames in his ballroom, and Windsor Castle. Trump capped his protocol-reversing day by flying the PM across Scotland on Air Force One to another of his exclusive clubs in another ostentatious show of US power optics. A day earlier, the top EU official, Ursula von der Leyen, matched Starmer's effusiveness after arriving at Trump's windswept Turnberry Links for an audience bearing a trade deal that some Europeans blasted as a surrender. Events in America's new temporary capital in southwest Scotland were an object lesson in how Trump flexes his indomitable personality and relentless sense of others' weaknesses to impose personal power and rack up big wins for himself. 6 months into his second presidency, Trump is getting exactly what he wants on many fronts. He's destroying the global free trading system by lining up framework trade deals that enshrine one of his longtime obsessions: tariffs. He sent US stealth bombers around the world to bombard Iran's nuclear program. And he's rung promises of a vast increase in military spending from NATO members. It's the same at home. Trump has bullied Congress into submission. He's imposing his ideology on great universities. He's forced private law firms to do pro bono work for him, and he's weaponizing the justice system against his foes. And he's effectively shut down the southern border and halted undocumented migration. This is the kind of winning that eluded him in his first term, and that he promised his MAGA supporters would reach such a volume they'd grow tired of winning. Yet Trump is such a polarizing president, one whose wins are sometimes more theater than substance, that his current streak bears close examination. Internationally, it is fair to ask, is Trump racking up victories for the American people or for himself? Is his coercive power over allies and smaller states a sign of strength or the behavior of a schoolyard tough guy? And what will be the consequence of his wins in the long term, years after his zest for a headline proclaiming a great deal has passed? The alliances that made the US a superpower seem especially vulnerable in this regard.